Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to this unplanned video. This is the Wyatt Sicks tweet. This dropped just after Smackdown. You can see Smackdown ended 4 AM in the UK. 3 minutes later, they posted this. I didn't see it when we did our first video, but that's okay. It means we can do this video now where we just talk about these bits, these Easter eggs. One of the things I do want to say is about Unseen. That's what this channel is kind of known for, daily unseen news videos. Just can't do those at the moment because X is where I tend to go to make those videos, and X has got some big problems at the moment. The folders aren't working, there's lots of drama over there, so that's just on hold at the moment. I'm hoping to bring that back as soon as possible. But a shout out to Mayor Pete, because he has given me a bit of a workaround so that we were able to do this video, but it wouldn't really work for Unseen. But anyway, that's a whole separate thing, right? We're here to focus on this. So there we've got some gibberish, and underneath we've got another bit of gibberish, but I do think these two bits of gibberish are actually connected. Over here, we've got a YouTube URL, right? And over on the far right, we've got Bray's birthday in Roman numerals. And just underneath that, we've got the letters J-O-B and the numbers, I think it's 4 and 8. So I think the first thing I want to say is the image that's in the background sort of implies to me that we could be getting some more videotapes. Do you remember when Nikki was delivering videotapes to the commentary team so that they could play them? Well, the static here makes me think of a videotape. It makes me think this could be an image taken from one of those videotapes. They could have chose any image to have put this text on top of. They chose this. And I don't know why. Could that be a message in itself? Could it be that this is a glimpse from one of those videotapes? Could it be their way of saying that more messages are on the way? I do just wonder why this is the background. And I think it's a very interesting background with static. And as we said, we've seen them delivering messages via videotape before. Are more on the way? So let's have a look at this bit of gibberish here, shall we? Let's focus on that. Obviously, we've got this YouTube URL as well. So the first tweet we're going to look at is this from Mando. So that was the top bit of gibberish. It's basically Zaralek Cavern backwards. Okay, and Zaralek Cavern is something out of World of Warcraft. And we're going to look at that. The URL here for YouTube, it's a YouTube video of The Matrix. There's a specific scene where the character says that they have missed us and welcome back. So I don't think that's very deep. I think it's just a way of the Wyatts saying they have missed us and that they are back, right? So I think that that is basically what that is, right? So let's have a look at this Zaralek Cavern, shall we? So Zaralek Cavern, as we said, is here. It's, I think, a part of World of Warcraft. I think it's like its own kind of game within the game, or it's like a big zone within the game. And a lot of people have said it represents death and rebirth, and that's all really interesting. But if you might remember, on the original tweets, it said here about the Zaralek Cavern, and then it had some underneath, directly underneath. I do think those two things are connected. I do think they're connected. So if we actually click over here, you can see that JRP42069 has said that Zaralek Cavern Chapter 3, Quest 6 is called Consequences. So is it as simple as that? Is it that the message is that there are consequences for your actions? And actually, that message is reinforced with that JOB48 that we also saw, right? The other thing as well is that Lilith, the poison, thank you, my friend, during our watch-along, also found out that this CH3Q6 is a chemical compound that has 6 atoms, which I thought was brilliant. Really great. So Wrestling Dynasty, Thank you. Really appreciate that. I want credit to go where it's deserved. And Lilith discovering this, which I thought was a brilliant find. I am really into this, though. I am into the fact that that's CH3Q6, Chapter 3, Quest 6 of the Zaralek Cavern is called Consequences. That's too good to ignore, isn't it? That is too good to ignore. So there we go. Just to kind of reinforce that, the JOB48 is a quote, right? And basically, as I have observed, those who plough evil and those who sow trouble reap it. You reap what you sow. There are consequences for your actions. If you sow trouble, you will reap trouble. So apparently that is what that JOB48 is signifying. So very strong message coming through that they are here to go after someone that deserves it. It does mean that it's a little confusing as to why they would have gone after Nathan Frazier of Fraxiom. I don't know why they would have done that. I mean, Fraxiom have been great. I mean, they've been baby faces for a long, long time. They've not done anything wrong, to my knowledge. And so that one's a little bit confusing. I sort of wish they hadn't have touched Fraxiom. I think it might have been a little bit of a red herring. It might be that really they just took out everyone to send a message that they're back. And really it could be nothing more than that, right? We obviously had this as well, which is Bray Wyatt's birthday in Roman numerals. So Wrestle Night, thank you. But just to bring some clarity to this, so Sanan, thank you. Corey saying that the Wyatt Sicks are listed internally as a babyface faction. I think there's a few people kind of scratching their heads. Why did they go after the babyface teams? Why didn't they just go after DIY and the Street Profits? Why did they go after Motor City? Apparently Motor City did get attacked on the outside of the ring. And of course, we all saw Nathan Frazier being dealt with by Uncle Howdy. So, yeah, but apparently they are listed as a babyface team. And here's Metal Mama doing a great job of just sort of rounding it all up. So that is the birthday of Bray, and of course the cake was in the ring. JOB48, those who sow trouble reap it. Right. Then, of course, we've got this, the Zaralek Cavern. Which, as we said, is a realm tied to death, secrets, and rebirth. But I think that CH3G6 is probably meaning consequences. And then, of course, we got the YouTube video, which is Welcome Back, We've Missed You from The Matrix. So, Metal Mama rounding things up, doing a great job as usual. Roni said, look at the smile on Dexter's face when the patriarch of his new family takes out the patriarch of his old family. And we've spoken in our previous video about how this feud makes a lot of sense because Dexter was connected with DIY. He was connected with Johnny and Candice, and word is that he was kind of ignored. He was outcast. He was abandoned, he was discarded, and now he's found a new family. And we need to dig into that story. We need to dig into that. I don't know if we're going to do it here now, if this is the first feud, but at some point, that is definitely something we need to get our teeth into. And for this as well, because of Nikki reaching out in the past to Candice, looking for a friend and not finding one. Candice wasn't really there for Nikki. It was a very, very upsetting time. Nikki was lost, which is why when she popped up in the Wyatt Sicks, it made a lot of sense. She was lost for a long time before the Wyatt Sicks. And Regular would try and make friends with Candice, and nothing really ever came of that. So, yeah, again, another feud that makes a lot of sense. And here's Fraxiom saying Fraxiom is effing terrified. So FGC Dad, shout out to you. So yeah, they are terrified. I think they're going to be okay. I think a message was sent. I think as long as they don't do anything to invoke the wrath of the Wyatts. They should be okay going forwards. Probably a situation of wrong place, wrong time. That's what I would say. But we're going to have to wait and see, aren't we? So there we go. That was the Wyatt Sicks tweet, kind of decoded. A lot in there. I still think that the background is quite interesting. Could we see them on Monday around Judgment Day? Could we see them next week going back after DIY? Could it be that they set their sights on the Bloodline? These are the kind of rumours that are doing the rounds. It's hard to know, obviously. I mean, they've only just returned, so we're going to have to wait and see. But very exciting. And I wonder if we'll hear from the Wyatt Sicks account during the week. I wonder if that journal will get updated. Yeah, very exciting. It's so great to have them back. So there we go. Appreciate the support as always. We will be back later with our Saturday night's main event watch along. Have a good day. I'm sure you will if you're a Wyatt Sicks fan. And I'm not expecting to see them at Saturday night's main event. I think if we see them next, it could be Raw, probably more likely SmackDown, but either way, they're back. And that is brilliant news.